How are you going to play? How are you going to play? What's the film going to say for you? Are you going to play for each other? Are you going to play as a team? Are you? Your performance, how you play matters. More importantly, how the team plays when you're in. And how you're going to play for each other. And how you're going to fit next to each other and count on each other. And you have to take.
Look out! He's going to go to the house! Mighty Oklahoma falls to unconquerable Kentucky. Kentucky is bringing heat. What a play by Jordan Wright! Touchdown for Ron Stewart! Loose football. There is no whistle. Scooped up by the Cats. Got a lot of leg into it. And Kentucky takes the lead by one. Pressure gets home. The freshman Deion Walker. And he's going to pick six it in the swamp. And now Woodson going deep, man wide open. Ball, touchdown Kentucky. 5, touchdown Steve Johnson. Jenkins, touchdown, diving, touchdown, Dane Key. Touchdown, and the rushing record for Benny Snell Jr. of Kentucky. Man out there, oh my goodness, Kentucky, it's just a lead. 3 straight bowl wins. Mark Stoops and the Kentucky Wildcats. And got Robinson at the 30, 25, flips the tackle, he's at the 20, he's at the 10, makes the man miss. Kentucky 20, Iowa 17 in the Citrus Bowl.
From your official UK station for Big Blue Nation, this is BBN Game Day, Music City Bowl Preview, presented by Community Trust Bank.
Welcome into BBN Game Day for our special Music City Bowl preview. I'm Keith Farmer. She's Anna Trullo, and Maggie Davis is going to join us a little bit later on in the show.
Yes, you can hang out with us for the next hour as we get you ready for this bowl game between Iowa and Kentucky. We've been here all week. We're ready for some football, Keith.
Can't wait for it. And, I'm not able to really move my script here right now. Right. So I don't know what's going on. Hang on one second, and let me get to that. Yeah, we're having some issues here. Technical difficulties, right? All right.
So we do know one thing about these teams. There's a lot of unknowns, but we do know defenses are pretty good.
Especially with this all-Iowa Hawkeyes defense.
Yeah.
We saw that last year with Kentucky, and obviously they were able to pull out this victory with their defense, as well as DeAndre Square came up with that interception at the end of the game, sealing the victory. And so probably a little bit of revenge on the minds for the Iowa Hawkeyes, especially the defense. And the Kentucky, both these teams really are going to look a lot different because we have a lot of players that have opted out, a lot that have decided to enter the transfer portal, and so it's going to be a little different.
Yeah, and it's funny because these defenses are so good against these offenses that we really don't know much about, and they were kind of slower all season. But let's look at how the two teams stack up. Kentucky finished the year 7-5, and we know about the offensive struggles. Cats ranked outside the top 100 in all the major categories. Defense, though, has been really elite, allowing less than 20 points per game. Iowa built pretty much the same way, but their offense has been even worse. They're second to last in the country in yards per game. Defense, though, been spectacular, smothering opponents. And incredibly, the defense has scored as many touchdowns as Iowa quarterbacks this season. So if things are low scoring like that, it's not going to be a surprise. The winner will be mistake-free, we think.
But it's also important, in a game like this with two very good defenses, is to not beat yourself with turnovers and penalties and just things that could put you in a bad spot. I mean, we have to be very conscientious. There was some games late in the year where we're getting penalties on special teams and things of that nature. We cannot do those things. We have to play clean.
All right, the Wildcats definitely have to play this game cleanly, especially with some young players playing in this one. Now, today is also a homecoming game for 3 of Kentucky's talented freshmen who are all from Nashville.
Yep.
Maggie Davis going to join us now with more on the hometown favorites in blue.
Thanks, Keith. You're right, because we've talked a lot about these 3 talented freshmen really all season long, ever since they first signed with the Wildcats. Of course, we're talking about the 3 guys from Nashville. That would be wide receiver Barryon Brown, as well as the Wade twins, quarterback Destin Wade and linebacker Keaton Wade. And that's not the only feel-good story, of course. We've really talked about them all season long, all week long leading up to this bowl game. Mark Stoops, everybody knows about his connection and his relationship with Iowa, as well as how this is the first bowl game for so many Wildcats on this roster. But for now, let's keep talking about these 3 highly touted freshmen, all from right here in the Music City, preparing to play in front of a hometown crowd.
Barryon is just excellent. I mean, just, him and, of course, the Wades. There's just great young men. Barryon's had a monster season, and, Keaton has really done a good job and played a lot for us. And, hopefully we'll see D. Wade in this game, so we'll see what happens. But, they're great young men, and they're great fits for us, and we're really glad we have them. And, of course, Barryon's had a monster year for a true freshman.
Mark Stoops with a little bit of a sly grin there, talking about Destin Wade, maybe, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, getting to play quarterback today. We also heard from his brother Keaton Wade, as well as Barryon Brown, about how they feel about being able to play in front of their family and friends, especially those who weren't able to make the trip to Lexington this season.
Very excited, just knowing everybody in the stands, all my family and friends coming. It's just really special to play in this bowl and play in my hometown.
I'm very excited, just knowing I get an opportunity to play in front of some of my family and friends that don't get to make it to Kentucky, not able to drive, can't go out the state. So, man, it's just a blessing. God worked always, so it's just a blessing that He's allowed me to play in front of my family and friends.
And for those hometown guys, it's going to be the first time they get to suit up on this field for a real game inside Nissan Stadium. But they have been here before, back as little pee-wee footballers back at halftime of Titans games. And, of course, I'm sure they will have many more memories from today as well. Keith and Ann, I'll send it back to you guys now.
All right, thanks a lot, Maggie. And, we did get to watch some of practices during the week, some of it outside, some of it inside, at least part of those practices. And while we've been in Nashville when we've seen those, we have noticed that it is the true freshman, Destin Wade, that is taking most of those first-team reps. Now, Will Levis, of course, is sitting this one out to get healthy for the NFL draft. You'll hear more from him soon, though, so stay tuned for that.
Wade obviously has not taken a snap all season. And remember when Levis was out, it was Kaya Sharon who got the nod. But we kept hearing some really good things about Destin Wade throughout the second half of the season, and it looks like the coaching staff is ready to see what he can do in game action.
I see him get better every day. He just keeps working hard every day out there after practice, just keep throwing it. And I'm just very proud of him, see how far he's came, and just using his talents for God's glory.
The things I've been seeing since I met him, honestly, we played 7-on-7. Worked out a couple times. Great quarterback. Love him. That's my brother for life. Love Destin. Love you, Destin.
How cool would it be to have a Destin Wade to Barryon Brown connection on the field?
Oh, that's going to be great.
Or in between their names, so it's likely we'll see multiple guys getting snaps today.
And it'll be really fun to see this crowd when Destin plays. He and his brother Keaton, plus Barryon Brown, as Maggie told us earlier, all from here in Nashville.
Well, I mean, this is their opportunity. I mean, they got to take command, obviously, and you got to make plays. I mean, you got to have a presence about you in a leadership position, and the guys have to respond to them. And they're all working hard, and it's going to be tough. This is a very good defense, and they've been solid all year. So we have to play really good around that quarterback, no matter who it is. There's a lot of inexperience there, and so not a lot of snaps. But we have good players around them, and they just got to go in there and do their job.
It's a few hours until the coin is tossed, and Stoops still hasn't officially come out and named a starter, so it's been tough for Iowa to prepare. The Hawkeyes have to be ready for anything.
you have to prepare as if it's the starter. It's tough because, we don't know who it's going to be. One of the guys has no college film, so you have to look at his huddle, his high school stuff. So, you have to prepare for anything and be ready for anything. So.
Yeah, so it's kind of different now in the new day and age where you can get online, you can go see some YouTube videos, watch the huddle videos, and you can learn all about a quarterback, at least his tendencies, how he looks, throwing the ball and all that, running the ball. You just don't know what he's going to be doing in this system.
I like that. Pull up the huddle highlights. Well, like Kentucky, the Hawkeyes also have an unknown at quarterback, and that will be Joe Labus today. He'll be making his first career start this afternoon. We heard from his offensive coordinator, Brian Ferentz, earlier this week, and he says Labus brings a different skill set than the guys who've been there the last couple of years.
Joe's been around for several years. He's been in the offense. He's worked through spring ball and training camp. And then this year he's traveled with us and he's been up there with the first and second group and gotten reps at times. So there's a base there. There's a knowledge base that you're not starting from scratch. So obviously that makes it a little easier. But it's like anyone else. You want to tailor what you're doing to the player's strengths. And I think Joe has some different strengths than maybe the two guys that have played for us the last several years. So you want to make sure that you're incorporating that into what you do.
And despite the newness at quarterback, at its base, this is pretty much the same offense the Hawkeyes ran last season, leaning heavy on the run game and a nasty offensive line.
It still comes down to who they are, and they win in the trenches. That's where it starts, and then they always say tight end is a quarterback's best friend. Kind of like a dog's a man's best friend. So you could imagine that there's going to be a lot of comfort level there, and he's a heck of a player. We faced him last year. We knew he was going to be a primary target, and he still had a good game against us last year. So. We've got to do a good job of containing Laporta. The running backs, the O-line are always well coached, and the receivers do a nice job both blocking and then when it's their time, they make big plays.
Coach White singling out Sam Laporta, the Hawkeyes tight end. The last 2 years, he's led the team in receiving over 50 catches and 600 yards in 2 straight seasons. And remember, last year, he cooked the Cats in the bowl game, 7 receptions for 122 yards and a touchdown.
That's right. Really important player for Kirk Ferentz. And Coach got pretty emotional talking about Laporta and Jack Campbell this week, 2 guys who are sure to be high draft picks who opted to play today, which is good because their offense has been slow all season. So it's funny that they have that much talent on that side of the ball. I really like what Brad White said as well about a tight end being a quarterback's best friend. That's awesome. Well, we've got to get to our first break, but do not go anywhere because we still have plenty of show ahead. We'll hear more from the man in charge, head coach Mark Stoops, right after this.
Tune in to the Don Franklin Countdown to Kickoff Show with Christy Thomas and former Wildcats Jeremy Jarman and Dusty Bonner. 2 hours before kickoff on UK Sports Network radio affiliates and the UK Athletics app. This is BBN Game Day, Music City Bowl preview, presented by Community Trust Bank. Sponsored by Alltech, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kroger, Tax Act, and by Toyota.
Why is this man so happy? He's got Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank.
Did you know that 1 Kentuckian in 6 struggles with food insecurity? That's why Kentucky Farm Bureau has helped raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for the Kentucky Hunger Initiative. Contributions that help neighbors in need put food on the table. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau does more than just insure homes and autos. We help ensure that our fellow Kentuckians get help when they need it most. Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Julia. Why are you so excited, honey? Oh, do you want to use your talker? With Julia's autism, using a talker can help her find the words she wants to say.
My dog.
You want to do something with Rose, Julia?
Play ball.
Do you want to play catch with Rose? I think Rose is excited to play catch too. Oh, Julia, you show us so many different ways to talk together. Oh, and play. Good catch, Rose. Okay, give Julia the ball. There you go. Okay, throw the ball, Julia. Oh.
For Julia's family, early screening for autism made a lifetime of difference. Find out more at screenforautism.org.
Okay, Julia, there you go. Whoa, another good throw. That's the way.
This week on The Race, we're looking ahead to 2023. Hey, Brianna, how are you?
Good, how are you?
We check in with some of the most memorable people we've met this past year about what they hope the future holds.
I'm still seeing prices jump, so we're trying to, manage as best as we can.
Join us this week for The Race.
Watch The Race, Sunday at 9:30 a.m. on LEX 18. Watching BBN Gameday Music City Bowl Preview, presented by Community Trust Bank.
Welcome back to BBN Gameday's Music City Bowl Preview, and I think it's safe to say that this wasn't the fairy tale season that Kentucky was hoping for this season.
Yeah, still a strong season at 7-5, but a little bit frustrating when you wanted to win your division and had hopes for that. Mark Stoops sat down with us and reflected on the past year.
It's hard to maybe say the most frustrating. It's hard to, I never really thought of it that way. It definitely was a challenging season. There is no denying that. With any season, there's going to be ups and there's going to be downs. There's going to be adversity, and you have to be able to handle that and fight your way through it. I think with a couple losses, being very difficult ones to swallow, and some of that adds to the frustration or the like I said, the challenges. But it is what it is. Right now it's about finishing strong. I really liked the way we played in the last game of the year. It's important with that rivalry. It's important to get the 7th win. We'd all like to have more. But we have an opportunity to go into this game, and I think it definitely kind of sets the tone when you have an opportunity to win the bowl game. And so I think our concentration is to continue to try to finish strong. And excited about this opportunity with Iowa, another very good football team. We played them a year ago. I expect it to be another close game and a real challenge. But we're excited about this opportunity.
Even with the challenging year, the university made an unprecedented commitment to Stoops in the form of a long-term contract extension that will keep him here until June of 2031. Coach talked about why he wanted to do that and what this place has meant to him over the years.
This place means, everything to me. That all the work that I've done my entire life, is kind of wrapped up into the past 10 years here. The opportunity to be a head coach and build this program, somewhat, so to speak, from the ground up. And, to put my, stamp on it and to be a big part of it, with great support, and I always mention it because Dr. Capilouto, Mitch Barnhart, myself have been together for the whole 10 years that I've been here. And so we've had a great deal of support, and we have worked really hard as a university and an institution. We know we all want more, and we're going to continue to push and strive for more. We're going to attack it every day. I said that probably in my first press conference, that we're going to attack the day, and we're continuing to do that, and we will. But for me personally, I've invested a great deal in this, take great pride in the work that we've done and how far we've come, and still very driven to take us a lot further.
It was really interesting interesting timing on that contract extension, too, because it was right around the Vandy loss. And I think Mark Stoops got a lot of respect points because he said he kind of felt bad after they lost to Vanderbilt, even, announcing that he got that. But I think it was good, just accountability from him. We're getting a little concert back here, but she sounds good.
A little warm up for the game, I think is what we're getting. All right, the big question for Mark Stoops is, well, the same question he had last year, and that's who's the offensive coordinator going to be for the upcoming season.
That's right, and he doesn't seem to be in a hurry on naming a permanent replacement for Rich Scangarillo. Maybe he's just waiting on the NFL season to end, but in the meantime, today, it's going to be a group effort to call the plays between Vince Marrow, Scott Woodward, and the other offensive assistants.
As I mentioned to you guys earlier in the week, I mean, Scott Woodward, Woody will have a great deal to do with the play calling, just from a piecing it together from a quarterback, wide receiver point of view, So, between Woody and Vince and, everybody else, it'll be a group effort, but, we'll see. It'll be good. It'll be fun. It's a great opportunity for somebody.
I know that wide receivers room is really excited for Woody to have this opportunity to call some plays. But, Keith, you had the chance to sit down with defensive coordinator Brad White and de facto OC Scott Woodward ahead of the bowl.
Yeah, always good to pick the brains of them, especially, you don't hear from Coach Woodward all that often, so it's really neat to hear from him. Excited to hear what he had to say, or let you hear what he had to say.
That's right. We'll take you.
What are you seeing on offense?
It's a little bit of newfound energy, with a lot of the young guys are getting to coach out there now, and the wideouts and all the young guys, the running backs, we're all coming up. We understand that some guys aren't playing with us, but the rest of the guys are fired up and ready to play. We're ready to go out there and win this game.
The good thing is, though, like Will and C-Rod are sticking around. They're helping out, right?
Yeah, it's Coach Levis and Coach Rodriguez, so they're out there every step of the way. They got the script out there. They're helping the guys, so it's awesome to have those guys around.
We talk about being sort of a springboard game, and it springboards into the offseason. Gain some confidence, whether you're playing more meaningful snaps, from a true defensive standpoint, whether you're getting in there and you've got a specific package, whether it's special teams, something that helps you gain confidence that you can take that can help you throughout the off season, through strength and conditioning, through winter workouts, and then you can carry that into spring ball, because this game is so much about that. It's so much about believing in yourself to be able to perform well. We got a team full of really good athletes, really good football players, and the ones that elevate are the ones that, one, they know our system, they understand how to practice, how to compete, how to play full speed, but then they do it with a confidence, an internal confidence that allows them to play maybe a step faster than somebody else.
Get a bowl game, that means we get whatever it is, 12 extra practices, another game, just another way to get better, and these guys are fired up for that. We've come out and we practice hard. I think the important thing is Coach Stoops, he doesn't make this feel like spring ball. We're just not out there like going through the motions and grinding. We're focused on getting ready and getting prepared for a football game. But he makes it fun. We took yesterday off. He took everyone to Hibachi down in Brandon Crossing. So we all had fun eating, and breaking bread with each other. And today's practice, hour 15 minutes. We're in and out, got our work done. He understands that he wants to make it fun for the guys. When we're down in Nashville, we're going to have fun. We're going to get our work in. But most importantly, we're down there to win a football game. But it's not going to be like a grind. And why do we got to do this or that? Kids are always excited to be here.
Not trying to get you to give up any sort of information, but you got thin at some positions. So how do you deal with the running back room that's kind of really thin right now?
Yeah, we're going to let those boys play and see what happens. If something happens to the room, we'll figure something out as we go. But as of right now, we'll rock with those guys in there.
You talk about the young guys, but you got a lot of older guys, some vets that they're getting one last chance, which has got to be kind of an interesting thing for you. I mean, some of these guys have been here 6 years.
It is. Someone asked me a question post game on Louisville, and you get kind of choked up, and I told the guys in the locker room, I said, you're not going to get me to cry until the next one, because I got one more. So I got one more with you. We've been through a lot as a team. We've been through a lot individually and relationships wise, myself and a lot of the older guys. And so you want to send them out on a good note. You wanted their last game to be one that they can remember.
What's it like preparing for Iowa again?
Well, I wish we weren't playing such a good defense. I'll tell you that much. They're stout, man. They got a lot of good players on their defense. They're very well coached. It's tough to fool those guys. So we're just going to have to play our best and play fast and see what happens.
Bowl games and first games of the year. anything can happen. There's a lot of time between the last time that was played, so anything can go. Anything can be put in. You got to trust the way you go about a normal game week, a game prep. And we've done that as a defensive staff. And so I'm confident in our ability to show up and play. And I think the guys, they're going to be ready to play. And Coach says it all the time. I think the team that really wants it the most and wants to be there, tends to be the ones that, come out victorious in the bowl game.
All right, don't go anywhere. We are taking you to the team event next. Hot wings and country songs. The guys had a blast. See who the big eater was when we come back.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know just want you to know
Why is this man so happy? He's got advantage checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank.
We've heard it before. Just wait. Wait for your moment. Wait for your turn. Not today. Not here. At the University of Kentucky, we run to challenges. Here, we know the world is asking tough questions. At UK, you'll help find the answers. Here, we always get back up. Because you're part of the Big Blue Nation, a community that will support you and push you further. Wait, Wildcats don't wait. Wildcats never stop.
It's been a while, and we missed you. That's why on January 17th, we're coming together again for the 29th annual Martin Luther King Jr. Unity Celebration at the Central Bank Center in Exhibit Hall A2. For tickets, sponsorship, and more, visit ablfoundationky.com. Thank you for 29 years of community support and partnership. We're together again and can't wait to see you.
Welcome back. It has been a busy week for the Wildcats. Even off the field, they had some of those team events, and man, were some of those entertaining.
Oh, definitely, because these guys are competitive, right? So obviously they came down here with the ultimate goal of winning the Music City Bowl trophy. But even if that doesn't happen, which of course we hope that it does, the Wildcats will not be going home empty-handed. In fact, they've already won one team competition as a group.
Like, he's going to knock this out the ballpark. He's going to win. I so wholeheartedly believe that. I'm sweating a lot. Grant can't always eat, like 24/7. The eater, though. Yeah.
I feel like a little practice, not eat all day. I could push 20. It's a practice round. It worked. I liked it. I enjoyed it too.
Did the milk actually taste good with the?
Yeah. And I was drinking it, so it was good. Hot sauce, milk. Come on. confident. The team overall won. A lot of chicken was ate. A lot of hot chicken at that. I mean, right behind the state championship, probably, I guess, in high school. But I mean, this is, my first trophy, I guess, at Kentucky. And yeah, I remember that for sure. So. Yeah.
And of course, that wasn't the only little bit of fun they had while they were down here. In addition to the chicken wing eating contest, they also had a singing competition, a songwriting contest.
Yeah.
Sort of, kind of, we're using these terms loosely, but we'll let you decide for yourself. So we're going to send it to break now with this Kentucky football original, and we'll be back right after this masterpiece.
Special thank you to our cornerstone partners, Central Bank, the official bank of UK Athletics, and Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Toyota-thon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota. Like Camry Hybrid, RAV4, Tundra, and more. How did you... Magic.
Nobody has more all-wheel drive vehicles than Toyota, like the aggressively sophisticated Highlander. Now save thousands in fuel costs on this electrified Highlander hybrid and get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
This can't be right.
Trouble with your taxes? I'm April. You know, filing your taxes doesn't have to be complicated. With Tax Act, filing is simple. Simple? Simple is nice. And the best part? Getting your max refund to rain down into your pockets. Incoming! Switch to Tax Act and start for free.
Tax Act. Why is this man so happy? He's got Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank.
Smart lights, smart thermostats, smart entertainment, smart everything. When you are Central Kentucky's leading technology integrator, you get just that, a smart home. Before you make your next electronics purchase, come visit our lifestyle showroom here at Bluegrass Home Entertainment. So, are you ready to be wowed?
I feel like her heartbeat is like same speed as mine. And I think we have this like deep connection, this heart connection in her heart, that there's room for me and Mom. When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer. It's a sensory thing. It's a thing with Asperger's.
She's really good with Anya. I've seen adults react to my daughter when she has meltdowns, like she's from a different planet. And this little animal just sat next to my child and was just like, you know, it's gonna be cool. She's my superhero.
Good job, kitty cat.
When we adopted Lucky, we discovered all the wonderful things that make her unique.
Lucky's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly she's pure love.
Watching BBN Gameday Music City Bowl Preview, presented by Community Trust Bank.
Welcome back to BBN Gameday. Maggie, this has been the year of the freshmen for UK football.
Yes, definitely. We've really seen those rookies excelling on both sides of the ball all season long. And already we've seen Barryon Brown and Dane Key both break freshman records this season. Brown for catches and yards, Key for touchdowns. And then you have Deion Walker on the other side of the ball, a game wrecker for Kentucky's defensive line. All three guys, though, brought in a ton of postseason accolades, including some freshman All-American honors. We talked with that trio about their rookie seasons and their first bowl game.
How do you feel like
your freshman year has gone so far?
I feel like my freshman year went very well. I got the hang of things here at the University of Kentucky, I say rather quickly, being all SEC second team, freshman All-American, I feel like it went very well.
When you found out, okay, I'm on this list, I've earned this, I've been recognized by this organization, what is that feeling like for you?
That feeling is great. I'm always ecstatic about a great accomplishment, but I was really humbled by my high school defensive line coach because this is all that we wanted. This is all that we used to work for. These were my goals coming into my freshman year.
It's been a big season for you, right? How are you feeling at this point in the year?
Feeling good. Happy we got a break so my body can, get to where it need to be, get to feeling good again. So I'm just happy we got this little chance to be off.
Yeah, is it weird to go from like go, 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 this is our very specific schedule, we're in a rhythm, we're playing every Saturday, now it's like, oh, I've had a month, and then we have to pick that up again for the bowl game?
Just something new to me, coming from bang, bang, bang all day, but getting the rest. But again, the rest is good for us because we do have a game coming up. So hopefully everybody getting their bodies right to play in the game.
Has it given you a little bit of time, too, to sort of start to reflect on the season? Like, holy cow, that happened. That was my freshman year, and that's how it just went?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's a couple times I just said him, like, this is really life. And I really just lived part of my dream. So it just feel good knowing I did that, knowing I made my mom and family proud.
It's going to be a hometown game for Barryon in Nashville. You're used to being a hometown kid here. What have you told him about that? What's that like?
Oh, I know Barryon. I told him, don't go out there super excited because it's just another football game. So I don't want him to go out there, too nervous and jumping the gun. We just want him to be Barryon Brown.
I think it is so cool that this is like a homecoming game for you.
Me too.
What do you think about it?
Honestly, I just feel like that's God, because God know how bad that like I have some family members that can't make it to the game and have to watch on TV or not be able to watch it all. So I feel like this is a good time. This is the best bowl game to be in for me because I got, all my family's from Nashville, my back home friends, my teachers from middle school, high school, they're all going to be in attendance. So I just, honestly, I can't wait for the game. I can't wait.
Stoops also said a lot of the youngsters, a lot of the new guys have had big moments and kind of shown out a little bit in practice with so many holes of guys entering the portal or the draft. Who's shown out? Who have you seen?
I've seen a lot of guys show out. I've seen, Brandon White. He's been going out there making plays. Jordan Anthony, DeKel, they're all going out there making plays. I just can't wait to see the whole receiver room go out there and just, fly around and make plays.
Coach Stoops has talked a little bit about, it's going to be sort of a group effort in terms of dealing with this offense, calling the plays, but also said that Coach Woodward is going to have a pretty big role in that. And for you, that's your guy.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel heading into this game?
Man, great, honestly. Coach Woody's a great coach. I love him, funny. And it's just finna feel real good that he's calling the plays. And after the win, I'm going to just laugh because he honestly called the plays, and that's crazy.
You're going up against a top 5 defense. How does that make you feel with an offense you're kind of patching together against the top 5 defense?
It just motivates us to go out there to want to score points. I was a really good team, a really good defense, but it just motivates us to go out there and play harder.
So what do you think about this upcoming bowl game?
I think it's going to be a fun experience, going to Nashville, Music City Bowl, just going there with my guys, my teammates, just having a good time and playing our hearts out.
Why is this man so happy? He's got advantage checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank.
can't be right.
Trouble with your taxes? I'm April. You know, filing your taxes doesn't have to be complicated. With Tax Act, filing is simple. Simple? Simple is nice. And the best part? Getting your max refund to rain down into your pockets. Incoming! Switch to Tax Act and start for free.
Tax Act.
You've worked hard. Long days. Year after year. Decade after decade. You've seen a lot of things. Enjoyed the good times. And weathered the tough times. You've earned a life that you can call your own, alongside the people you love the most. Retirement worries shouldn't get in the way. But many Americans like you are finding that retiring on a fixed income is harder than they expected. Fortunately, there are thousands of benefits programs that can help. Visit benefitscheckup.org to see if you're among the millions of people eligible for thousands of dollars in benefits to help you age well, so you can focus on what's really important. Benefits Checkup. You've earned this.
The New Year's biggest celebration is on NBC. First, look back at the year's best moments with Hoda and Jenna.
I'm ready to start a new year.
Cheers. Then it's Miley's New Year's Eve party with Dolly Parton.
Dancing, staying out all night.
Molly, ain't that what you do every night?
That's what you do every night, Miss Dolly.
With incredible performances live from Miami.
It's gonna be legendary.
She would know.
It all starts tonight at 8/7 Central on NBC.
You're watching BBN Game Day Music City Bowl Preview, presented by Community Trust Bank.
Welcome back to BBN Game Day. Quarterback Will Levis will not take the field today. He opted out to focus on his health and prepare for the 2023 NFL Draft. Instead, he'll be cheering on his team from the sidelines because despite his his decision to not play in the bowl game today, he's still the undeniable leader of this team, especially this offense. So it comes as no surprise that we definitely saw Levis still very involved in practice this week, still coaching up the young guys, working with those younger quarterbacks who we do expect to see today. But before we came down here to Nashville for the bowl game, I actually had the chance to sit down with Will and talk about his 2 years as a Wildcat. Number one question you are tired of getting asked. Anything you don't want to answer anymore?
Anything related to the mayonnaise or any of those stupid things I did last year. I know it's going to come up constantly and I got to figure out how to answer them, but the less I can talk about it, the better, I think.
Yeah, perfect. Let's just talk about football.
Yeah, 100%. Let's do it.
Inside the 1 yard line, Levis surges ahead, and that's a Kentucky touchdown.
Weeks, months, maybe even years down the road. What do you think you'll remember about this year specifically?
I mean, I just think about the guys. I mean, these are some of my best friends they'll have for the rest of my life, and it's tough going from seeing everybody every single day and spending so much time with them to not seeing them at all. I mean, I'm going to miss these dudes. I'm going to miss my brothers, obviously the coaches and all the staff too, but I mean, my closest relationships are with the guys in the locker room, and I'm going to miss them. I'll always look back and be like, dang, like that last year at Kentucky could have been something special, and it wasn't. And I mean, I definitely think I could have played better, and we had a lot of things going on that contributed to why the season went the way it did.
Because of that, are there what ifs?
I mean, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Who cares? You know, it is what it is. You got to deal with the situation that's put in front of you. If you're focused on what could have been in the past, then that's just going to bog you down on what you have coming up in the future. All you can do is learn from it. And sure, we would have loved to win more of those close games. There could have, going back, I think we could have very easily came out of that regular season with 2 losses, and then it's a completely different kind of feeling about how the season went. But I mean, hey, that's football, that's life, and we just got to learn from it. But again, there's a lot of really cool moments, and I'm going to try to focus on the positive moments of the year and the big wins that we did have. The Florida win, the Mississippi State win.
So Will Levis is back.
Just got back out here. It's my left shoulder, so who cares?
There's just a lot of really cool games and cool moments to look back to, and I'm going to try to focus on those more than the losses.
And now he's the all-time leading winner.
So you've had the ability to work and play under Mark Stoops now for 2 years. What do you think you've learned the most from him and from that relationship?
I mean, I think it's more so not even just on the football side, just on the character side. I'm going to degrade and just to go out there and, I mean, be a dude, you know? Be a dude in the locker room, be a dude on the field, but at the same time, when you got to get work done, get it done. And I mean, he's going to be someone that I'm going to have a great friendship with for the rest of my life. And I mean, his resume stands up against anybody else's, and I know that he still has amazing things ahead of him in his career. And just like he'll be following my career, I'm going to be following his career.
Trip to Nashville. What do you think it's going to be like to watch your team play from the sidelines again?
I mean, I did it once this year, and it sucked. And it's probably going to suck again, you know? I mean, hopefully it's going to be exciting, though, because, I mean, I have confidence in our guys, and I know we have a good game plan and that they're going to go out there and do their thing. But I mean, I'm a competitor, and I think I made the right decision and in not playing in the game. But I'm still, once I get there and realize that it's settling in, that my guys are going out there and playing, and I'm not going to be out there, it's going to feel a little weird. But I'm just going to do my best to be the support in the way I can.
Headset on, headset off?
Headset on. Headset on.
You need the intel.
Yeah.
No surprise there from Will Levis, a competitor at his core always. Big thanks, as always, to him for the time. And, of course, we'll be following his career and whatever comes next for him. Now, coming up after this short break, we're going to talk to you guys and about you guys, okay? Big Blue Nation down here in Nashville. You're watching BBN Game Day. We'll be right back.
We've heard it before. Just wait. Wait for your moment. Wait for your turn. Not today. Not here. At the University of Kentucky, we run to challenges. Here, we know the world is asking tough questions. At UK, you'll help find the answers. Here, we always get back up. Because you're part of the Big Blue Nation, a community that will support you and push you further. Wait, Wildcats don't wait. Wildcats never stop.
Why is this man so happy? He's got Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage Checking from Community Trust Bank.
Hi, welcome to Toyotathon.
Now the holidays are over, I'm focused on getting into great shape and getting a great Toyota.
We've got exciting models to choose from, like Camry, RAV4, Corolla, and more.
Maybe I'll just stick with the RAV4.
Excellent choice.
It's my active lifestyle.
Cheat day?
Mm-hmm.
Save big on a rugged new Tacoma 4x2 with 0% APR financing plus $500 APR cash. And you get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Thousands of miles apart, but we can still connect with each other. And when we do, we make things better. We connect millions of children around the world with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Together, we can make the world a better place. 2 small worlds at a time. Join us today at childfund.org.
Everyday life brings challenges for everyone, but especially for people trying to overcome a substance use disorder. If you, a family member, or a loved one needs help for addiction, remember, you are not alone. LEX 18 is here to help you connect with the resources you need to rebound and recover. Find out more at lex18.com/you are not alone. Sponsored by Operation Unite, Jinky's Journey, and Lynn's Legacy.
You're watching BBN Game Day Music City Bowl Preview, presented by Community Trust Bank.
Welcome back to BBN Game Day's Music City Bowl preview show. And, we're coming to you live from one of BBN's very favorite places. That would be Nashville. So BBN has showed out in full force.
Yeah, they have. But, for me, I've been so busy over with the football team. I really hadn't seen that many fans. I haven't been down on Broadway. But I can tell you that now we're certainly seeing a lot of fans as they open the gates and they're starting to come in here. And I think because it's an easy drive, right?
Yeah,
maybe people waited
just right
to
up
get
the
in.
road.
Yeah, exactly.
And we caught up with some of those fans earlier this week to get their game predictions.
We're going to watch both Cats games kind of at the same time tomorrow. We're going to pray for the Holy Spirit to give us a place that they both are, because I don't know.
I think Kentucky will pull it out.
You think it's about 2 in a row over Iowa?
Yeah.
I think it's going to look really close with an overtime win by Kentucky.
UK's probably got more home field advantage than Iowa, and we'll go 31-17, go Cats.
Go Big Blue! The battle later on the football field is not the only one that has taken place this week, and it is the Music City. So, of course, there was the battle of the bands between Iowa and Kentucky's marching bands on Broadway last night. The drum line. That was awesome. How was the Battle of the Bands experience for you?
I don't know. It was the first time I've been to a bowl game, so I thought it was pretty fun. It was definitely an experience. I mean, I had a lot of fun with all my friends and stuff. It was a pretty good experience.
What about you?
I love doing it here. The lights are super cool. The crowd is amazing. The energy was awesome.
There's a certain energy when the Battle of the Bands. You got the 2 bands facing each other and everything. Of course, game day is a whole nother level and a whole nother ball game, but the 2 bands facing each other that close together, it's just great energy. It was a busy week, but we do it. I mean, the staff and I do it all for the students. We just want to make sure they have the best experience possible.
It was a dream come true. I'm a senior this year, and my 4 years at UK have been awesome, and this is just the cherry on top to perfect 4 years here, cheering on the Cats.
This is a city that's so known for its music. I mean, what is it like, especially to be in the middle of Broadway playing like that?
I'm going to be honest. Last time I came here, I saw all the music, and I was like, I'm never going to play here. I just played in the middle of Broadway. That's really cool.
The crowd was fantastic tonight. You could see everybody was on the rooftops on every single level. It's just unbelievable to have such energy in such a great city.
Doing without your cymbals player from BBN tonight? Has it been a tough role to fill?
It has been. We've been missing her very much. I kind of wish she would come back and kind of have a reunion with us.
Maybe try out or something?
Next year.
Hopeful. What was your favorite part of Battle of the Bands?
My favorite part was War. It's a song we play, and I think that was my favorite one. You came up to me and said you loved it, so
it brought down the house. I was vibing to it so hard. Took down the Hawkeyes. I know it ended in a tie, but do you think that you did?
Oh, definitely. We for sure won. You heard it here, didn't you? We heard. Yeah.
What was your best song?
Oh, it was
definitely the fight song. You can't beat the fight song. It's the Kentucky fight song. No better fight song in the nation.
I don't think the ties are competitive, so I think we all know who won.
I just love that both bands had so much energy and so much, and it's just been basically such great camaraderie going on between the two groups too. We like to collaborate a little bit beforehand, and I think it's just fantastic that we were able to kind of plan things out together too.
Bands are always friendly with each other. There's never like any hardcore competition.
C-A-T-S, cats, cats, cats! C-A-T-S, cats, cats, cats! Another one! C-A-T-S, cats, cats, cats! Go Big Blue!
Keith, I cannot even begin to explain to you how fun that was. I was living life between those two bands, and bowl games are so cool because they get every aspect involved. The bands, the dance teams. It was competition. Controversial that it ended in a tie, but we know the Cats
for the 25th straight year, right?
Yeah.
They need to get one of those. You need to get one of those decibel meter things, right? And figure this thing out.
All right, we'll have more on the Wildcats right after this.
There are moments in our lives that change everything, where hard work pays off with a burst of opportunity. That's why each year, Kentucky Farm Bureau and its county offices across the state help raise and give away hundreds of thousands of dollars in college scholarships. You see, Kentucky Farm Bureau does more than just insure homes and autos. We help ensure that more Kentuckians have a chance to achieve their dreams. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
Why is this man so happy? He's got Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank. CTB's got him covered with credit monitoring and identity theft protection, cellular phone replacement and repair, roadside assistance service, and travel and leisure discounts. And with his Advantage Plus interest checking, he'll never pay a CTB ATM fee no matter where he uses it. So be happy. Get Advantage checking from Community Trust Bank.
Thousands of miles apart, but we can still walk together. When we connect, we make things better. We connect millions of children around the world with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Join us. Together, we can all get to a better place. Walk with us today at childfund.org.
The New Year's biggest celebration is on NBC. First, look back at the year's best moments with Hoda and Jenna.
I'm ready to start a new year.
Cheers. Then it's Miley's New Year's Eve party with Dolly Parton.
Dancing, staying out all night. Molly, ain't that what you do every night? That's what you do every night, Miss Dolly.
With incredible performances live from Miami.
It's gonna be legendary. She would know.
It all starts tonight at 8/7 Central on NBC.
You're watching BBN Game Day Music City Bowl Preview, presented by Community Trust Bank.
Well, we are just about out of time, but we want to say a special thanks to all the players and coaches who took time to talk to us. Really appreciate that.
And, of course, special thanks to you all for watching at home with us. You can also join us for BBN Tonight each and every weeknight at 7:30 on LEX 18 News, the LEX 18 app, and anytime on bbntonight.com.
All right, So game time at noon. Thoughts, prediction?
I'm ready. I don't know what the offense is going to look like. Will we even see any offense? We'll see some good defense.
I think we're going to see a 20-10 Kentucky win. What about you?
I think definitely defense wins this game, but the offense might come out and surprise some people. I think they have a few tricks up their sleeve. I'm excited to see it.
All right, for Maggie, for Anna, I'm Keith, and Daniel behind the camera. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on BBN Game Day.
This is BBN Game Day, Music City Bowl preview, presented by Community Trust Bank, sponsored by Alltech, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kroger, Tax Act, and by Toyota.